Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.
Japan is getting its 100th Prime Minister. His name is Fumio Kishida. Kishida will succeed Yoshihide Suga, who is stepping down after just 1 year in office. Suga proved to be an unpopular choice for Japan's ruling party, the Liberal Democratic Party. Under him, Japan witnessed its worst ever wave of Wuhan virus cases. Suga's decision to host the Olympics only made matters worse. Japan's next general election is due in about 2 months. Fumio Kishida now faces the challenge of reviving his party's fortunes. What does he bring to the table? Our next report tells you more about Japan's new Prime Minister. Japan is getting its third Prime Minister in a year. Fumio Kishida is the man who will now lead the country. Kishida was not the popular choice. He lagged behind in the opinion polls, but when the leadership contest began, he came back from behind in a rather dramatic fashion. Kishida defeated his chief rival and the highly popular vaccines minister Taro Kono 257 to 170 in a runoff vote. Kishida, a former foreign minister of Japan, says his habit of listening to the people helped in securing his victory.
Listening to the voice of the nation carefully and doing politics attentively and generously, I think I have been gaining support because of such policies.
Fumio Kishida is known within his party as a consensus builder. He is a scion of a political family from Hiroshima. In 2020, Kishida challenged the outgoing Prime Minister Yoshihide Suga in the leadership contest, but lost. This time, he ran on a promise to spend billions to revive Japan's economy.
Within this year, I will complete a stimulus package worth tens of trillions of yen so that I can create a mood where many Japanese people would want to support us. I would like to increase income and salary for as many Japanese people as possible. I think that's the kind of economic policy I would like to take.
Those promises could help the Liberal Democrats, the ruling party of Japan. Yoshihide Suga's decision to host the Olympics damaged the party's credibility. His popularity slid below 30% as a result. Kishida has his task cut out. Japan's next general election is scheduled for November this year. Kishida must revive his party's fortunes before that. He also faces the challenge of confronting Chinese aggression. Kishida supports a strong US-Japan partnership. He believes it is necessary to protect universal values like freedom, democracy, the rule of law, and human rights. Kishida backs the idea of passing a resolution condemning China's treatment of the Uyghurs, but it remains to be seen if he will continue to take the same hard line against China once he takes the top job.
Kishida is known as a moderate, and his tone during his campaign has been one that has seemed fairly harsh at some times towards his stance on China to one that seems open to dialogue. So whilst he has criticised China and said it represents a threat and he will not tolerate its authoritarian approach in the South and East of China Seas, he's also said that he's very open to dialogue. He's recognised that there are a huge number of exchanges people to people, and that China is Japan's #1 trading partner and Japan is China's #2 trading partner. So he's very important to keep the dialogue open, but he said that any discussions must be incredibly frank. They must be in lines of principles of freedom and democracy. So we can expect him to walk a very cautious path, leaving the door open, but also trying to show a united and strong front to the people back here in Japan.
Winning the election was the easy part for Fumio Kishida. He was seen by the party insiders as a safe choice. But now, Kishida faces the challenge of retaining power. Experts say his lack of charisma could come in the way. With just a few months left for the next election, Kishida will have to hit the ground running from day one to prove his critics wrong. Bureau Report, WION World is One.
WION now available in your country. Download the app now. Get all the news on the move.
Gravitas, co-presented by Skoda. Kushak, choose what really matters.